Morning, guys. Today we're going to be working on nonfiction. So, the last 3 weeks we've been doing fiction, and so now we're going to move into nonfiction. We're going to have an article for this week. It's going to be Are You Stressed Out? Pretty good article for this COVID 19 nonsense. So, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to go and open the article. So, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can flip it. Boom. Are you stressed out? Now, before you start, I want you to go ahead and look at the vocabulary. Okay? So this one is overwhelmed. Click the button, overwhelmed. Josh was overwhelmed by the huge amount of homework. So he was overwhelmed. Huge amount of homework. Anxiety. Say that word, anxiety. This is when you're very nervous. Mariah felt a lot of anxiety about switching schools. Symptoms. These are signs of a disease or illness. So symptoms of the flu include fever, cough, and headache, right? So symptoms of a cold might be that you're sneezing. So just symptoms, signs. Something is negative. It is harmful or bad. See, these things are definitely negative because they're bad for you. There's no question that cigarettes have a negative effect on people's health. One of my favorite, meditate. To spend time in a quiet to relax your mind. My parents meditate every morning so they can start the day feeling relaxed. So what I want to do first is I'm going to go ahead and read, Are you stressed out? I'm going to think about, man, stress. Am I stressed out? Wow, that's an interesting question. So sorry about that, guys. Before I really start reading, I want to do a preview of the text. Now, in a preview, I look at the subtitles, The Science of Stress, Good and Bad Stress. Oh, well, there could be two types. How to deal with stress. Okay, so this is going to be telling me how to deal with it. This is going to talk about how there are some good and some bad, and this is going to explain probably what causes it, or what's the science of stress. And of course, down here, I'm coping with my stress. Why isn't it working? Interesting picture. So maybe this is going to have to tell us, the article might talk about how we deal with stress. So let's read the first section. It's 1 a.m. You should be sleeping, but you're not. Why? Your mind is full of worries. Soccer tryouts are coming up. Are you ready? Then there's the big math test. And your best friend is driving you crazy. Why didn't she like your Instagram post? You feel like you want to scream or hide. But you don't need us to tell you how it feels to be overwhelmed. Experts say that today's teens are under more pressure than ever. A group of experts on feelings did a study. What did they find? 1 in 3 teens suffers from stress. Stress is the worry or anxiety we feel when faced with problems in our lives. Trouble sleeping and headaches are symptoms of stress. So is stomach pain. Will you ever feel calm again? I'm going to stop here and pause. So this is an introduction. It's talking about some of the symptoms and some of the effects, and kind of helps us understand what's coming. It talks about stress and anxiety. It talks about what causes it. I wonder what's coming. Now, let's go back down. The science of stress. Sorry, guys, I can't really turn it sideways because then the video will turn sideways. That should do us. Now, the science of stress. We all feel stress at times. We feel it in our minds. We feel it in our bodies too. It's the pounding of your heart when you shoot a free throw. It's the sweat on your palms when you take a big test. This stress response is normal. It can even help us. Stress has helped humans survive for thousands of years. Picture a caveman being hunted by a tiger. Stress gets the caveman ready to run for his life. First, stress wakes up his brain by saying, danger, danger. Then, stress makes his heart beat faster. Blood rushes to the muscles in his legs. Now, the caveman is ready to run, and he will run faster than ever before. Okay, I'm going to pause right now. I'm going to ask you to go back. Are there any words that you didn't know? So let's go back and identify those words and define them. Now, once you know what those words mean, we can put the puzzle pieces together to make the sentences. So then we can reread the sentences and talk about how those make paragraphs. So I want you to pause this video. I want you to go back. I want you to reread. When you're ready, let's continue. Welcome back. Let's talk about good and bad stress. You may not face any tigers in school today, but chances are you will feel stress, and that stress can help you. It can force you to focus on a quiz. It can push you to speak up in class. But stress can also make your head and stomach hurt. It can make you feel tired and sad. That's the bad side of stress, and that's why doctors are worried. Stress can be bad for your health. Doctors say that constant stress may be linked to major health problems. Depression, which is extreme sadness, is one of these. So is heart disease. Once again, I'm going to ask you, go ahead and pause right now, and I want you to go back and identify any words that you don't know. I want you to look them up. I want you to reread this paragraph aloud to yourself. Come back and listen to this recording to help you pronounce the words correctly. All right, last paragraph. How to deal. But there's good news. You can cut down on stress in your life, and you can start now. The next time you feel stressed, try these tips. First, put down your phone. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. Checking texts all the time can make you tense. Screen time can also affect your sleep. And when you're tired, problems seem worse. Next, talk to yourself. When you're stressed, negative thoughts take over your brain, but you can change that. Say kind and hopeful things to yourself. Write a journal. It can help to write about your problems. It's a way to express your feelings. Make time for fun. Once a day, do something you love. You can sing, you can draw, you can play with your dog, right? Go for a walk. Doctors say that exercise is one of the best ways to cope with stress. A walk can boost your mood quickly. So the next time you're stressed out at 1 a.m., think about this. You can't avoid all stress. It's part of your life. But you can choose how to deal with stress, and that can make all the difference. All right, guys, so I've finished reading the article. I want you to go back, and I want you to read the article out loud. Listen to the recording, and then go ahead and read it to help you understand how to pronounce the words and say them correctly. Okay? Then, once you're done, I want you to take some notes. Remember to identify any words you are unfamiliar with, define them, and then go back and reread it so that you understand fully what's going on. Okay? Now, once you're done, make sure that you create a summary for each section. See you at 11:40 to 12:40 in our Zoom. Bye, guys.